US President Joe Biden's son Hunter Biden has agreed to plead guilty to 2 federal tax crimes and is admitted to firearm charges. A deal was reached with the Justice Department that would likely keep him out of prison. It remains to be seen as to how the Hunter Biden case will of course impact Joe Biden's re-election campaign for the 2024 presidency. According to the filing in the U.S. District Court in Delaware, Hunter Biden has agreed to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax charges of failure to pay federal tax in 2017 and in 2018, and he's agreed to enter a pre-trial diversion agreement in connection with the charge of possession of a firearm. The diversion is an option that is typically applied to non-violent offenders with substance abuse. The gun purchase that led to the criminal charge happened in late 2018 when he was regularly abusing crack cocaine. And according to the public accounts, he owned the gun for less than 2 weeks as his then-girlfriend had reportedly thrown the gun away. The deal ends a long-running Justice Department investigation into Hunter Biden, who is acknowledged struggling with drug addiction following the 2015 death of his brother, Beau Biden. The deal will also depend on Hunter Biden remaining drug-free for 24 months and agreeing to never own a firearm again. The agreement must still be approved by a federal judge. In a statement, Hunter Biden's lawyer, Christopher Clark, has said that the announcements of 2 agreements, the 5-year investigation into Hunter Biden, is now resolved. Meanwhile, Hunter Biden's proposed plea deal will likely become fodder for the 2024 presidential race as the nation's 2 main parties debate the influence of politics on law enforcement and effects of investigations on political campaigns. Now, US President Joe Biden has expressed his support for his son Hunter Biden after he agreed to plead guilty. The White House has said in a statement that the President and the First Lady in fact love their son deeply and support him as he continues to rebuild his life. And to give us more updates in terms of what, of course, is happening with this case, we're being joined in by our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who's joining us live from New York. Susan, this of course, has been an ongoing case and something that's been a bit of a problem, even for Joe Biden, as he's, of course, looking for his campaign for the 2024 presidency. Give us a sense of the charges that Hunter Biden, in fact, has been facing and what is likely to happen from here.
Yeah, moving forward, as you mentioned, Mohammed, this is an ongoing case on the one hand. But on the other hand, when we look at the charges, we really see that these are the minor charges that he's pleading guilty to. And there has already been a lot of criticism coming even from Ron DeSantis, who's a Republican presidential candidate right now, basically saying that Hunter Biden looks like he got a sweetheart deal. He agreed to some lesser felony charges. And others are saying, for example, that this is a reason to speculate that it'll appear that Hunter Biden is paying the price when the real cover-up is being covered up. But this is what the opposition is saying. And since you're talking about the presidential elections coming up, it'll be very clear that the Republicans will use this as an issue for the president, but not in a way that, for example, the president's son's corrupt, but in a way that because they are part of the swamp, they get this sweetheart deal, whereas perhaps another individual or even President Trump really is always charged with the most drastic measures, so to say.
See as to how all of this, of course, plays out during the campaigning days. Thank you very much indeed, Susan Tehrani, for joining us from New York and getting us all those details there.